Yo, welcome back to another episode of On the Spot Sports. I'm Jack, and today's episode we're joined by a very special guest, current professional hockey player with the Indiana Sentinels of the Federal Prospects Hockey League, Jonas Leas. Jonas has spent the last season with the Indiana Sentinels in the Fed, but he also spent time with the HC Venom last year, as well as Port Huron Prowlers, and had a little stint after his college career came to a close at Morrisville State with the Binghamton Black Bears. And he spent his college days with Morrisville State College and Elmira College in NCAA Division III. But he also spent his junior hockey days in the OJHL, the NOJHL, the AJHL. So I'm excited to dive into your career and everything that's transpired over the course of your career into until now. So welcome to the show, Jonas Leas.
Oh, thanks for having me on, Jack. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, it really has been. We've had quite the scheduling conflicts. Like whenever I'm free, you're busy. Whenever you're free, I was busy. But I'm
Yeah,
glad we
it's
were able to
flip-flop.
get some
And
time.
especially able to do it now with the time change. So I think it's like 4 o'clock your time. So it works out perfectly for me being 1 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, we're getting it done. So that's all that matters. That's what the people care about.
Excited to be on.
Yeah, but to start things off, like it's the off season now, and you had quite the year with the Indiana Sentinels in the Feds. Like, what's it been like being home, and you had quite the drive back from Indiana, from Columbus to to Whitehorse over there.
Yeah, it's been I'm in Vancouver right now,
Oh, you're in
but
Vancouver.
it's yeah, I just got back Sunday, so it took 5 days of 8 to 12 hours driving every single day. So it's kind of just wake up, get a coffee, get on the road, drive for 5 hours, stop, get something to eat, maybe have another coffee, get on the road again, and then go watch the NHL playoffs,
Yeah,
which is awesome at nights, and then go to bed, wake up, and do it again. So no, it's nice to be home now. I mean, it's only been like 2 weeks since the season ended, but I already miss everything about it. So it's really motivated me this off season to put myself in the best possible form for the team, my teammates, and yeah, I can't wait to for the off season to begin right now, and I'm looking forward to end and get back to playing full time.
yeah. And so like right off the rip, like let's get into Indiana because you had quite the year. You had a career year in in Indiana. You put up 6 goals, 15 assists, 21 points in 49 games. Like what was your whole experience with Indiana? Like you were pretty much one of the OGs that were there from the start of training camp into the end of the season. So you've been through it the whole year.
Yeah, it's been a crazy year. I mean, I've enjoyed basically every single day there. It's just really exciting to see where the organization started, where we are now climbing to, just the progression,
Yeah.
and then going to next season, and then the next couple of years, just keep going, building, building, building. And I'm very grateful to be a part of it. And yeah, I owe a lot to Everett Thompson keeping me here when he took over for Leicester. And yeah, I got a lot of opportunity, and I just kind of ran with it. I'm not really the biggest point player. I love being a two-way forward. I take a lot of pride on the penalty kill defensively, but I also do have offensive flair, which I showed a little bit this season. And for me personally, it's a lot of it's mental. Like last season, being a rookie in the league, I was kind of focused on what's going to keep me in the lineup, which is my defensive play, my penalty kill, my work ethic. And then I kind of switched my mindset going to last off season and be like, okay, I've established myself a little bit here, but this isn't just a player I want to be. I want to keep progression. I want to be a player that can be out in any situation, whether we're up a goal, down a goal. I want to be out there. Like I love playing hockey, and I'm grateful that everybody in Indiana has been supporting me like throughout the whole season. You know, the fans we have are electric. I mean, I absolutely love playing at at the Hamilton Center. And yeah,
Miami.
yeah, it's it. I mean, it's not the biggest, but it's our home, and I take a lot of pride putting on that jersey whenever we play there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll play any day of the week, and I think that's what we are. It's a kind of a blue collar town, and I think that's the style that we like to play, and I think it really resonates with the fans that we just doesn't care. We don't care what the record is or anything like that. Like we're gonna work our bag off every day, and I think we really turned a point in like November, December. We missed out in playoffs, but yeah, the progression of our team was crazy, just night and day compared to the start of the season. I remember the second, I think you were still there, the second week of the season against Athens. Yeah, I think we got outscored 18-2 in those two games. And obviously that's nobody wants to go through that, but I feel like that like once I had that feeling, I was like, I never want to feel like this ever again playing against this team. So yeah, we played against them the second last weekend of the season. We dropped a close one, I thought Friday night. We had a good chance to win the game. I think we ended up losing 5-3. And then the next night, that was electric. We beat them, I think it was 3-2 in front of their home at their home rink in front of I think 6,000 fans with Star Wars night, and that was I mean just a huge win for the organization because finally we like being a team of that magnitude is like we can do this, and this should be the standard every weekend we go into, and that just puts us on a good mindset going into next season as well.
Yeah, it was really cool to see the transition from like the start of the year when I was there to when like I came back for practicing for like 3 weeks when I was there, like just to see it was night and day different, like just the pace of everything, and it was so much more better ran as well. Like I'm not like I don't like it was I had fun when I was there like at the start too, but
Yeah.
going back to it like it was a lot of fun as well, and just seeing like guys like you, like Roe, like some of the guys that start off when I was there, like just to see how close knit the group is now, and like our the group when we first started was close as well, but like just to see like how it's all progressed was really cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like I had the time of my life there. Like we were super tight tight group throughout the whole season,
Yeah.
and that's what made it easy for you guys to come in and see how close we were. And we welcomed everybody with open arms, and I think everyone enjoyed being there, which is, I think, kind of one of the biggest things in this league is you have to enjoy what you do and you want to wake up excited to work. And it's going to be hard, but it's a lot of fun because you're doing your passion with everyone with the same mindset, and you can't really ask for much more.
Yeah, exactly. And like it's a lot to learn, especially because you put up a career year, like you learned a lot about yourself throughout the years. Like what else did you learn about yourself that really helped elevate your game along with that trust from ET to play in every situation?
Yeah, for me, it was just kind of work ethic in all areas, like being in the gym, having a fairly strict diet, just doing all the little things that day to day don't seem that big, but if you just keep at it weeks and weeks, months and months, just it's crazy how much you can improve yourself. And I started reading a lot of books and trying to just get my mind ready for whatever can get thrown at me adversity wise. Trying to make sure that I'm not getting too high, not too low throughout the season, try and stay at the same level. And that really helped a lot because I am an emotional person, and when I play hockey, that's just who I am. But I think I learned a lot this year how to kind of leave work at the door to an extent, and who cares? We just lost. Just got to get back to work and put the boots on and prepare for next weekend. And if we have a big game, we have a huge win. All right, sweet. We can be happy for a little bit, but it's the same thing. We read this should be the standard. Have to wake up Monday morning, get ready for practice, and just do everything that I can to get ready for the weekend, whether it's getting treatment done, um, going for a walk, making sure the body's feeling good, stretching, just all the little things add up at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. You just gotta put the work boots on every day and just show up, and how it should be. Like we all love the game, we all have passion for the game, and just we all want to show up and get better every day, and no one hates losing, like you said earlier in the episode, like 18-2 like in 2 games, but like just to continue to grind every day, like that's what makes it all worth it.
100%.
Yeah, but like what are some of your favorite times through so far in your first year in Indiana?
Cool. It's kind of hard to pick. Like, I mean, like there's so many special moments being a first year team. And like playing the first game ever, like the home opener, I think that one was really special
Yeah.
too. Just seeing like how excited like the crowd was and all the supporters, that was really special. And then I think the next milestone would be when we won our first home games. We had a rough start to the season, as you know. And then once we put it all together and we finally got a win at home. Our first win in franchise history was in Port Huron, so it wasn't at home. And then I think would be either Blue Ridge or Watertown at home. And yeah, that was just such a, I don't know, I wouldn't say a relief, it's just a great feeling. Say, okay, finally, after all this time, all the work that everyone's been putting on, not just the players, the coaches, the owners, our booster club who've been awesome to us all season. Getting that win at home is like, okay, this is nice. Now we can hopefully get on a roll. And we did for a little bit. We had a really good month in December, and then it calmed down a little bit, but we were competitive out throughout the whole season after that. And as I said earlier, being Athens in Athens, that was just a great, that was awesome. Like I truthfully, I think we could have swept both games, but that's just how hockey goes. Sometimes don't get the bounces. But Friday night we played a really great team game, and then yeah, beating them Saturday night in Athens, that was we're the bad guys. I mean, underdogs. Like no one, I don't even want odds would have been on that one, but it was a great win for the fellas, and I'd say sweep in Topeka too. I think that was in February. That was awesome too. So just nice seeing all these little wins throughout the season and seeing how excited the town gets, the team gets, and going into next season, like just gonna keep building off of that.
Yeah, exactly. Those are all great times and everything. Like just like the practices as well. Like gotta have fun with those. Those have good memories. Like the 3-on-3 tournaments that we had at the
Oh
start of the
yeah,
year. Like
those are always fun.
what we'd
Yeah,
only say be plan on being out there for an hour and it'd end up being 3 hours and we're still
3 hours
just
exactly, and I was
absolutely bagged and we
it's
have a hard day the next day. Like
yeah.
just fun times like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, dude, I love practicing. It's so much fun. Like it's competitive, which I love, and hopefully John Werber's maybe watching this. I mean, he's just got to watch out on the fake hand, the fake to the forehand backhand roof.
Yeah.
He's got to work on that. But
Shout out Werbs.
yeah, Shadow Worms.
Yeah, but that was a great group of guys in Indiana, especially for a first year team. Like you can't ask for anything more.
No, exactly. I mean, we knew there was going to be some hiccups along the way being a first year team, but I think everybody did their best, and I really enjoyed it. I can't say anything bad about the organization. I mean, I absolutely loved going there every single day, and yeah,
Yeah, exactly. But you before this year, you spent time with the HC Venom, the Port Huron Prowlers, and had a little stint with the Binghamton Blackbirds as well. Like, what was your first, I would say, full year in the league playing with Port Huron, HC Venom, and just because the Venom were a struggling team at a time last year, and then things got better as well, just like things did in Indiana. So like just having that experience with going through what you did with HC Venom must have helped as well with your leadership and everything too.
I feel like it did for sure. I mean, playing for the Venom last year, I had a great coach, MJ Merkel. He went to Morrisville State as well, so it was a nice little connection there that way. And on that team too, we had quite a few veterans that I was able to learn from quite a bit. I learned a lot from guys like Stavros Soilis, Mark Pozar, Austin Pickford, and I'm definitely missing a lot more guys. But last year I was kind of more just like a sponge, just seeing how they work day to day, their habits day to day and the message that they give across to the team. I feel that helped me a lot going into this season. Just trying not to get too high and not too low throughout the year. And yeah, I mean, I was just a sponge, so I was able to learn from them a lot, and they kind of showed me the way. And it's going. It's a way different game coming from college. So having guys like that are able to guide me, it meant the world to me. And moving forward into this season, it was a really young squad in Indiana, and um, I just remember how those guys treated me and showed me the way, and I'm grateful I'm able to do that to some of the guys too. Like I just want to be a person that guys can come up to me about anything that's going on in life, whether it's hockey, whether it's back home, anything at all. I'm always there to talk, and yeah, I really love it.
Yeah, that's huge. Just to have a guy like that, like especially going into next year as well. Like you've been through a lot, so you're able to help all those rookies out and like you're able to help them through everything like you said. Like what and like with that said, like being a sponge, like you're able to learn so much, especially with the highs and the lows, because there are highs and lows throughout the season. So like how do you manage those highs and lows? Like what do you learn throughout these last 2 years to help you manage those highs and lows?
at the end of the day, like we're getting paid to play hockey. It's never a bad day. It's never as bad as you think it is. And when you're in the lows, there's always things you can do to help yourself get out of it. You can whether it's going and watching video, what you can work on, whether it's spending time after practice and on what you need to work on. Maybe it's you need to go get treatment done on something that's lingering. Or you just have to talk to some other guys on the team and get some insight on them and how they're feeling, and collectively you can kind of find a common goal and just keep working towards it. So for me, it's always setting goals, and if you don't hit it, that's fine. At least you tried.
Yeah, being level-headed is the best way to go about things. Or you're not gonna you're not gonna get too high or too low. Just stay level-headed, and like you're gonna have that confidence no matter what's thrown your way.
Oh, exactly. I think that's huge for hockey and just life in general. I mean, the two go hand in hand. So I think I've learned the most about myself through this game, which I'm super grateful for. And I met my best friends, guys that I maybe haven't played with in like 10, 15 years. They'll just send me a text and be like nothing. There's been no time in between.
Yeah, exactly. It's some of the best times are with the boys and just like the friendships and the relationships you make with the guys and like that's one of the best things about this game, besides obviously playing and just enjoying the just living the dream that you dreamed of as a kid is just being with the boys and just having a good time with the fellas.
No, exactly. Nothing compares to it.
Yeah, no, nothing at all. But before you jumped into the professional ranks, you spent 2 years, a little less than 2 years at Elmira College to start, and then you transferred to Morrisville State College for your last 2 years. Like, what was your whole college experience overall, going from Elmira College to Morrisville State and making that transition?
It was awesome. I enjoyed both places. It was just tough for me during my freshman year was during COVID. So I was on campus for the first semester, but we still didn't know if there was a season going on. So being so far away from home, I was like, I can just do my classes online, and I still don't know if there's a season. And yeah, they did they did get a 15 game season. It was announced, I think, like I can't remember. It was like right before the second semester started or right after, and I was already at home, like in a good routine, working out, training with my trainer. And at the time, like I was a pretty skinny guy, so like my first semester on my like I realized that's what I have to improve on. So I worked out a lot in Vancouver with my trainer and got to where I wanted to be. And once I didn't know if there was a season, I was in a nice routine of just waking up every day, going to doing my class online, working out, going on the ice. I think I developed a lot that way. And then going to my second year at Elmira, I mean, I love the guys there. They won the championship the year before when I chose to stay at home and be remote. So going there, it's kind of tough. You can't really change the lineup too much with considering they just won the championship against Utica in triple overtime. So there's no hard feelings at all. But Morrisville is a pretty high on me coming in when I was playing in North York in the OJ. And yeah, one of my best friends, you know him as well, Trevor Grasby. He was at Morrisville as well, and he was calling me for months to go there, and it just made a lot more sense for me. I was in psychology at Elmira, and I wanted to do criminal justice, but I was in the pre-law program too, and it was pretty difficult. It was hard to balance hockey with pre-law, so I went to criminal justice at Morrisville, and I love Morrisville so much. I mean, I have my best friends every year there, going to work every day. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I think we changed the culture a little bit. 'Cause I played there half a season of my sophomore year, and then my third year, that's I think we made a pretty big jump there. Um, we beat Oswego Teddy Bear Toss at their own rink, which is really sweet. And then we lost to Plattsburgh in overtime, lost to Geneseo by a goal. So I was feeling great, and the guys were awesome. I mean, I love the small towns. Like I love Morrisville, and yeah, my younger sister's actually on the women's team now there too. So my family and I love Morrisville.
Yeah, that's huge to have found like another home for you and just how good Morrisville State was for you and just to be able to have a good couple years there as well and like change the culture. Like what's it about the culture there that really makes it stand out like home to you and like grow that culture throughout your 2 years there?
It's just a family, like it's a family perspective, and a big part of our culture is being blue collar, and which the way I play, as you know, I love that. I love working hard, getting the dirty areas, doing stuff
Get in
that
the
some
gritty
guys,
areas.
yes, guys maybe don't enjoy doing, but I love doing it, and it's made it easy going every day, like having the pillars on our wall of our culture, and just a reminder every day of why we're doing this, and yeah, I mean. Yeah, it's a really special place to me, and that'll always be a second home.
Yeah, like what did you see about your development as a player through those 2 years at Morrisville? Because like once you find like a place like that where it's a new change of scenery and you love it there, like everything gets better from your play to your everyday life.
Yeah, for me, I just found a role just being a I took a lot of pride in being a shutdown center, and I learned a lot then. Like, I mean, in junior and like you're being younger, you're kind of caring about points a little bit. Like I know a lot of guys do. Back then, I kind of did, but not too much. Just about my work ethic and doing all the little things, intangibles. And then when I got to Morris, so I really found my niche of just being a shutdown forward that's going to do whatever it takes to help our team win. I'd rather maybe yeah get no points and shut down the other top center and we win the game 2-1 rather than I get a hat trick and we lose 6-3. I'd take the win over personal I don't guess points any day of the week, and I think that really helped me transition into pro as well. I mean, everybody can skate, everybody can shoot, everyone's great players at the professional level, and I was able to find a role being a shutdown player and being a big part in the penalty kill. And then once I establish that, I can keep grinding out my other abilities, and which this year I was able to break out a little bit offensively. And you can never really be too satisfied of where you are. You always have to keep improving, keep wanting to be better. You want to be the best player you can be, and that doesn't just happen overnight. You just got to keep working at your toolbox and every single day just get 1% better.
Yeah, exactly. That's the goal every day is 1% better. It doesn't
Yeah.
you can get something improved in your game, like that's what counts at the end of the day.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, but like talking about like being a shutdown guy, like I remember you had drills during practice, you're shutting guys down. So just what you do at practice works in the game too.
No, exactly. And it's funny. Like I played with Grasby obviously for a year in junior, 3 years in
Shout out
college.
Grazzy.
Yeah, now I play against him, but no, he's an outstanding player and an even better person. But
Yeah,
he's a guy I think that made me the player I am a lot as of late. Like in college, like we just go absolute 110% against each other in every battle drill, like just working to shut each other down. So now when I play against him in Topeka or Watertown at every face off, I'm like, buddy, I'll shut you down. It's just like the Oklahoma drill, just like the Oklahoma drill. Nothing's gonna happen here.
breeds competition, competitiveness, like that's what brings out the best in everyone.
Oh yeah, so I'm looking forward to a couple more battles. Hopefully, we have a couple more years, maybe even longer than that against each other. But it's a lot of fun playing against guys like that just push you to your limit. And even in games like at this level now too, it's like okay, I want to shut this guy down. I want us to win, and
Yeah, exactly. It makes everything more fun, and you're pushing boundaries, and you're pushing yourself even more than you would in like a normal drill, even though you're going 110% every time. But having a buddy like Grazzy or the boys on the fellas on the team, like
oh yeah.
you're improving so much because no one's taking that shit.
Oh yeah, and then once you get to the game, and if you have that mindset in practice and those habits in practice, when it comes game time, it's easy. Like you're used to it. Like you're used to guys doing this to you every single day, and it's really rewarding at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's huge. But like you wrap up your days at Morrisville State College, like what was that transition like going from that college game to that pro game?
I mean, I was debating doing a fifth year because I was eligible, but once I got my degree, I was honestly didn't really know too much about the league, that like a crazy amount. We had some guys when I was still at Morrisville when they graduated, left for the federal, like Justin Samaro, he went to Binghamton, won a championship, and now he's on Columbus, River Dragons. Stephen Ford. He's a great buddy of mine. He told me like, dude, you're gonna regret it if you don't try and play. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do it for sure. So yeah, I got the opportunity to go play in Binghamton for the weekend. Really loved it there. And then that motivated me to start getting ready for the season right when our season ended in college. So got in the gym and then just started grinding. And like it's what you make of it. You can have a short career if you don't want to do the little things right, or if you're just satisfied with the player you are. But I've noticed you can play for as long as you want if you do all the little things right, take care of your body, have the right diet, get the treatment done, workouts, and it's all in your hands to an extent. You can if one door closes, another door can open
Yeah.
if you have those habits, and it all depends how you run with it.
Yeah, exactly. You just gotta run with every opportunity that you can get, and no matter what the opportunity is, you just gotta go for it and really enjoy and really embrace it. Because that's
Oh,
what that's what
exactly.
that's what the Fed's all about, is like embracing everything that comes with the Fed.
It's a lot of great stories, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't change this for the world at all.
No.
Like I came in, when I played in Binghamton, I was, you know what? Like I kind of like hockey like that. Maybe I can do this for a couple years, and then last year I was starting to play and get myself solidified in the lineup. And once I did that, I was like, okay, I really love this. I got to keep doing this, keep getting after it. And then this season, I love this is probably my favorite season probably since junior. I learned a lot about myself and had a great year personally and as a team. I think we're starting to make a foundation of will make us succeed in the future. And for me, this is probably the most excited I've been in almost 10 years in the off season getting ready to train. I've been in my journal, what do I want to work on? And I'm really looking forward to getting at that grind and then showing up back to camp and just run with it with the guys and to create something that hopefully can result in a championship at some point for Columbus.
Yeah, that'd be huge. And like you talk about like journaling, like that's a big thing that like I've heard a lot of guys do is journaling. Like what do you journal throughout the season? Like what's that do for you throughout a season, especially like in the off season as well?
For me, I just set goals like every week, every 3 months, a goal for 6 months, a goal for a year, a goal for 2 months. I started doing that when I got my shoulder surgery back when I was 17, and you have to make big goals. And I remember that I actually have that journal here still. And I when I'm going through tough times, I take a look at it. As I remember when I was 17 debating quitting hockey, I put down in my journal, I want to be a captain of a junior A team at some point. I want to go play NCAA. I want to play professionally. I want to be happy with the person that I am. And eventually I did achieve those goals. But at the time I was just writing. I'm like, this would be really awesome if I'm able to accomplish this. And then when I got the opportunity to captain Aurora, I was like, okay, this is the first goal down. Maybe just keep working to the college goal. And then once the school started reaching out to me, I'm like, okay, this is all starting to come together. And then I did go to college, set more goals every season of what I want to do, the weight I want to be, the in the gym, what I want to be able to lift, the grades I want to achieve. And I just do that once. And then I just keep always looking back on it and reflecting of where I am and where I am towards my goal. And if you don't achieve it, but you gave 110%, at the end of the day, you can still cross off your list. I tried, and you just got to keep doing it in all aspects of life. And that really helps me um, have a certain goal, so I know my day-to-day habits. This is what I'm working towards.
Yeah, that's huge to have at least something that you can look forward to and just to go off of every day to just to get yourself a little bit better. And like you said, like you had that first goal happen in junior hockey, being the captain for the Aurora Tigers and the OJ. Like what was that year like for you development wise and as a person, because you got that leadership role, you got that captain role. So like what was that year like for you, and just as a whole, as a person, and as well as like a development standpoint?
For me, I think that season started the year before actually, because I missed almost 15 months recovering from my surgeries, and I was ready to walk away from hockey. And then I get a call from Ryan Leonard in Cochrane, Ontario, asking, "Hey, do you want to come finish the season with us in January? We're hosting the Dudley Hewitt Cup." And I wasn't too sure at the time. I mean, I thought I could have played in different leagues, but I just swallowed my pride. And you know what? This is what I have right now. I'm gonna go run with it. And Ryan Leonard, my teammates, they're absolutely unbelievable in Cochrane. You know, they gave me a lot of opportunity from the start, and I just ran out. They went to the Dudley Hewitt Cup. I think I led the tournament score in there, and I think that's when I developed a lot. And then got a phone call in the off season if I wanted to go play for Aurora. I was like, okay, yeah, for sure. I mean, I'd love to go play and play for you. It's with Robbie DeFulvis, who was an unbelievable coach for me, and then the owner was Jim Thompson, who he's a great person. You know, he taught me a lot. He's a great mentor. Played in the NHL. He struggled quite a bit while he's there with personal issues. And he was just always a friend there for me at the end of the day. But when I first got to Aurora, at that time I was pretty hard on myself. Never really knew if I was going to be a guy for them or not. That's kind of just where I was mentally when I was younger. So I showed up to camp and I trained really hard that off season because I was excited for the opportunity I had. When I got to camp, I just continued the same habit, just working hard and being vocal, being there for the guys. And it's actually kind of crazy. Like after camp ended, we had some trades we had to do, and in my head, I was like, I don't know if I'm like if I solidify myself here or whatnot. And then the coach called me in his office, and I was like, oh, okay, what's going on here? And then that's when he named me the captain, and right there, that was just never satisfied. I'd say that it was relief that I'll be on the team, but I wasn't satisfied. And I remember that we had so many great leaders on that team, Trevor Grasby included, and Rob brought in probably 8 guys after that, and he's like the players we won't win a championship just from 3 leaders. We need a good core of guys, and we did. We were a super young team, so there was a lot of ups and downs there, but I learned how to be a leader, how to just bring work ethic every single day, how to motivate players when they're young and don't feel like they need to work that hard because they have the skill, but they all bought in and I loved it there. Unfortunately, we didn't make the playoffs, so once the trade deadline was coming up, I got traded to the North York Rangers, and wow, that was crazy experience. I love playing for North York. You know, Jeff Schmoe, Sean Teagle, they're just probably some of the best coaches I've ever had in my life. I learned a lot from them. And I think that's actually when the shutdown rule kind of started. When I first got there, we had guys like Cole O'Hara just scored his first goal for Nashville a couple weeks ago. Austin Bremer just signed with Alistair Canucks in the AHL. The list just goes on and on of great players. And back then, like when I was in Aurora, I was kind of a point guy, like a good two-way forward. And then when I went to North York, my role changed a little bit. Like if we want to win a championship this season, you're gonna have to be a shutdown player and bring the veteran presence. And I was all for it. And we snuck in the playoffs. We were definitely the underdogs against the Toronto Junior Canadiens. They're the first seed. We're the fourth seed in our division, and we won game one. So it gave us a little bit of hope. But we were practicing so hard during those weeks, like all situations. Like I remember we practiced for like an hour of like different situations that could happen in a game. 6-on-5 defensively,
Yeah.
6-on-5 offensively. So those moments got us really ready for those series, and then we won game two again at home. So we're like, okay, we're doing pretty good now. We go to JRC, win game three against them, and everyone's starting to freak out on their side. And us, we didn't get too high or too low. Like we're just in our minds, we're doing a job. Like we're not
Yeah.
satisfied. The series isn't over. It's a long series. Anything happen. And then yeah, we lost game four against JRC. But speaking back to not getting too high, not getting too low, we lost the game. But the message in the room was the same. The job's not done yet. They won this battle. We still have a long ways to go. So then we got to game five, and you could tell that the other team was pretty frustrated in the position we put them into, and it's back at their home rink. And for us, like we were feeling good, like we weren't too high, we weren't too low. We're just like, okay, let's just finish this job. And so then we played that game, and we won that one. And after that, we're on probably different planet, but we were super excited seeing like everything. We proved all the doubters wrong. It was like us against everybody. and we are super excited for round two against St. Mike's, but unfortunately, that's when the right when COVID hit, so we weren't able to keep on the journey. But I learned a lot in those 4 months I was in North York, and that really got me ready for the next level. And the coaches, the players, they pushed me every day. They gave me a lot of lessons, and to this day, I can reach out to any of my coaches in North York, any of my coaches in Aurora, any of the owners, and there's a call, text away when I need some help, need some advice, and they're always there for me. I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, that's a good experience then, and just you're able to gain those experiences to help you at the next level, which was the college level, and then you're able to take what you learned at the college level to the pro level. But like it obviously had to take quite a bit of time throughout your junior hockey career to figure out that confidence and figure out the way to go. It's like what was your other 2 years of junior hockey like in the AJHL and then the NOJHL with Cochrane?
Yeah, the one on the AJ, that one was pretty tough. I mean, I was having a pretty good year playing major midget with the Valley West Hawks, and before that year, major midget, I went to Prince George Cougars camp in the WHL, and I went to the Vernon Vipers camp. I had a really good camp with Vernon, and was one of the last cuts, and I was set to be an affiliate for them that season. So I was really working hard to get a call up there, but unfortunately, in January with the Valley West Hawks, I got a grade 5 shoulder separation, which is I think the second worst you can get. So yeah, that was a really long recovery. Like I got a plate put on my shoulder. I had that in for I think 4 or 5 months. Got it taken out, and then by that time, it's like I think that was in like the middle of June, and I signed with Lloydminster in the AJHL. So I was really excited for that, but I was really weak, like from all the rehab. I think I was weighing like 137, like maybe 140 at the time, and I was in really good shape, but I wasn't too strong. My shoulder was still giving me a lot of issues. And in the back of my mind, I knew I was nowhere near where I wanted to be recovery wise. But going into my first year playing the AJHL, I kind of forced myself. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get an opportunity like this. Like I'm really lucky. Like they took a chance signing me on June 1st, like the first day you can sign players for the next season. So I did everything I could in the off season, but I was nowhere near 100%. I didn't want to look like I was soft, and I didn't want to play. I just want to miss camp. So I pushed through it, and while pushing through it, I just made all my symptoms come back and worse. So I stayed there, and I was there with one of my best friends, Matt Gray. He's from Vancouver as well, so he made the transition easy for me. But it just got to a point where if I keep playing through this, I don't know if I'll be able to play hockey again. I'm not too sure if I'm going to be able to do like everyday life regularly. So I made a pretty tough decision to just walk away from hockey for a little bit. And it's scary at that time because for me, I'm from Whitehorse, Yukon, so my whole life was hockey. And at how bad that was, that experience of having to deal with the recovery and not sure if I'm going to play hockey again. I think I learned a lot about myself. I could have just taken, for me, the easy route would have been just to go to university and just maybe play hockey occasionally.
Yeah.
But I remember like I started feeling good again probably the next year in probably like January. So for about full 12-month recovery, that's when I started feeling good again. And then yeah, I started training right away down here in Vancouver, and I put myself in a pretty good position to where I wanted to be. And I wanted to get back to the AJHL, BCHL, but missing an entire season as a 17-year-old, it was tough to crack into there. And yeah, I went to Surrey Eagles. It was one of the coaches who I was training with, and he brought me in after camp and just basically sat me down. And was like, Jonas, you're only gonna be 19 soon. I don't think it's fair to you or fair to me to keep you around here, and you're not sure how many minutes you're gonna get. Like you haven't played in a year, you need to get those games in. You can stay here if you want to, but I don't think that'd be the best thing for your career. And I was pretty rattled with that at the time. I was like, okay, like I just worked my butt off for
Yeah.
15 months and 17, 18, I don't even know how long it was, almost 2 years. And I can't play here because I haven't been playing. So at the time I was like, probably not the best thing. Like I was upset, obviously. Wasn't too happy with what I got the news I got told, but then I was really close to being done with hockey. I was like, you know what, this is not the player who I am. Like I feel like I should be one of the better players in these leagues. And I talked a lot to some coaches I had growing up, my parents, my friends, and they were just basically just like, you know what, Jonas, why don't you just go out to Cochrane, Ontario, and see how it goes. If you don't like it, and if you're really done hockey, that's okay, but just try it. And I did. I was in Vancouver and I flew to Toronto, took a flight to Toronto with Timmins, Ontario, got picked up by Ryan Leonard in in his truck in like the middle of the night. And yeah, we're just talking. I have a great relationship with Ryan Leonard, Lenny. I lived with him when I was playing there, and he was I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason, and everything did work out at the end of the day. Even at the time, I'm not too sure if it was going to or not, but I put myself in the position to succeed with the opportunity I was given, and Lenny gave me all the opportunity in the world to run with it. And him and I working together, it helped me a lot tremendously. I wouldn't be anywhere I am without him. And I had a great season there. I started scoring goals again. I started loving hockey, and that just motivates me to keep on to get better and better. And then going to the Dudley Hewitt Cup, and that's when I realized that okay, I'm back to the player that I know I can be. I think I had 7 points in the 4 games there, a couple big goals and double overtime, and that just kept motivating me when I'm doing this. Okay, everything is starting to work out now, and having talks with like people I value highly. They're like, you probably had to go through that adversity with your shoulder to be the person who you want to be. So now every day I'm just grateful to play hockey. I've I only missed 3 games this season. Last season I think I only missed four as well, and altogether in junior I think I only played like 60 games altogether. So it was really encouraging to have the opportunity to go to Cochrane, and I wouldn't change that experience for my life. I learned a lot about myself as a player, as a person, and gave me all the tools to keep moving forward with my path.
Yeah, it's always tough when you face that adversity, face those obstacles like the shoulder surgery, and you can't play at a level you want to because you haven't played a game. But like just going through those forks in the road and those obstacles like really help you do grow as a player and as a person as well. Because like you're facing this adversity, and if you overcome it, like you feel like nothing can stop you, and you're just going to keep going forward until and then the next obstacle hits, and you've already faced a big challenge, so you just got to face it head on.
Exactly. And going through that, like whatever life throws at me, whether it's hockey or life now, I just look at those times and what got me through those days and just taking it day by day, not looking too much into the future. Always have goals to achieve,
Yeah.
but then they just have to focus on the everyday obstacles and tasks and just go from there.
Yeah, exactly. It's always good to fall back on that stuff and get through every day because it's a blessing. Life, hawk, playing the sport at a professional level, playing the sport at all. Like you got to take those blessings and just roll with it.
No, exactly.
Yeah, but like what does hockey mean to you? Like you've had the or you went through that adversity where you said you're literally about to give up hockey and now you're back playing at a professional level. It's like what does hockey mean to you?
Oh, it means the absolute world to me. I mean, yeah, I was born in Whitehorse, Yukon, so pretty small town up north, and yeah, from an early age, it's either hockey, skiing, or snowboarding. You have to pick something outdoors, and hockey was just my passion right from the start, and I have so many great friends up there that had the same passion I did, and there's a lot of guys still playing. Dylan Cousins lighting it up in Ottawa. Love seeing that, and then guys like Lukas Jarusik, Tulsa Oilers, East Coast. Sasha Drusik, a small stint here. Dylan's little brother, Luke Cousins, lighting up in the WHL. All these kids and Gavin McKenna. I mean, I hope Vancouver gets the first overall pick. He's put himself in a great position to hopefully go first overall. But it just seeing the growth in Whitehorse, and I'm First Nation as well. So the First Nation community, it's hockey's like really big for us to just get everyone together. And for me, yeah, that's everything. Like hockey's family. Like even in 2 weeks, I'm going to go play in Saskatoon in a First Nation tournament, the Fred Sassoon's biggest one in North America. And every year I go, I usually go to play for a different team. And by the end of the weekend, I love all these guys. Like they're friends for life, and for that I'm always grateful for. Like hockey personally, like I love playing. I love the competition. I love pushing myself to the limits. But at the end of the day, what I value most about hockey is like people that I meet, whether they're teammates, fans, owners, they all mean so much to me, and I'm always grateful that I have their support and they have my support.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear. And so what a blessing to play. What a blessing to have like friendships from teammates to the fans, just to experience everything. Like there's nothing better than that.
Oh, nothing compares.
No, nothing at all. But like you said, you're from Whitehorse. So like, what was it like growing up in Whitehorse, Yukon, and just like to grow up in a hockey area?
No, it was absolutely awesome. I mean, I wouldn't change my childhood there for the world. I mean, just such a tight-knit community. Everyone cares about each other. You can go around town, you know most people are walking around. It's a small community. And for me, hockey-wise, like in the winters, where my house is, there's probably four outdoor rinks within probably like a 5-minute bike ride, a 2-minute drive. So yeah, some of my favorite memories are just being on the outdoor rinks with my buddies from on the weekends. I mean, we go play at the hockey rink at like 6 a.m. and then some teams will let us play with their team. So best case, we play from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. At the rink, and then go get lunch, and then go to the outdoor rink from 3 o'clock
On the
until
ponds.
until it's time to go to sleep. And at that time, that's when I just fell in love with hockey, just being with my friends and just doing what we love to do. And yeah, obviously it's everyone's goal to play in the NHL, but for me growing up, it just this is what I love to do. And then once I started getting, I could tell I was getting pretty good at it probably when I was in Pee Wee. And one summer, my dad got me to train in Vancouver, and he's like, Not many people have opportunities like this, so do everything you can to make everyone back home proud and be grateful and work your bag off." And I think being a Whitehorse, that's what developed my work ethic and a lot of intangibles because like maybe we don't have the same resources all these other big towns do. And I was grateful enough to have the opportunity to play down south once I turned 12 years old, and just every single day be grateful for it and just make everyone proud, work as hard as you can. And if it's not a bad day. Like you're down south playing the game you love. And yeah, it's awesome seeing everyone else do the same thing. It's starting to grow up there quite a bit as the last couple of years, and it's really exciting. I love going back there in the summers to go fishing, go see all my old friends, and tell them stories about hockey, hear how they're doing back home, and just awesome growing up with like such a tight-knit community.
Yeah, that's huge. And like just to grow up in a place like that and have everyone be close knit like that's all you can ask for. And just have all your buddies, your friends, like that you can go back home and just shoot the shit with and tell the stories of the Fed and just
Yeah.
anything like that. Can't make it up. Can't the
No, it's awesome.
no better life to live.
No, not at all. It's awesome. Like my buddies always they watch a lot of the games on the Saturday nights down in the garage. And yeah, they love seeing. I mean, they give me some trouble about not fighting as much as they'd want me to. They don't say I'm not playing the Yukon style way, but it's blue collar, so as close you can get.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta love it. But I have a few more questions before we wrap this episode up. Like you've been through the grind, through the journey, face the adversity. Like what's like if you had to round up one piece of advice to for everyone to get to that next level, like what would it be?
Uh, I definitely say just focus on your own path. Work as hard as you can, and just work day to day, set goals. I think a lot of players always want to like compare themselves to other people that are around them and the path they're taking. But at the end of the day, if you do all the work and you stick to the grind, eventually you're going to get to where you want to be. Maybe you won't make the team you necessarily want to play for,
Yeah.
but if you keep grinding, you'll put yourself in position to succeed.
Yeah, that's a great piece to round out the advice that for those players looking to get to that next level, whatever level they're trying to get to. Like that's an awesome piece of advice. And you just gotta love the game and just get better every day.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah,
1% better every day. It adds up at the end of the year.
exactly. But now let's get to the Instagram Q&A here.
Okay.
So that's sorry. First question is generally your workhorse on the ice. Any particular player, goal or assist that stands out to you throughout the season?
For this season,
Shout out
Oof,
Joey.
that's oh, shout out Joey. I love him. Best equipment manager in the league.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, that's a really tough one. Ooh, assist. I think I love the spinorama a pass I did to Corey Cunningham against Port Huron. We were practicing that for quite a while in practice, and we did it in games a couple times. Didn't really connect on it, and once we did, it was awesome. We got everybody on their feet, got us fired up, and it was like, okay, let's practice some more stuff in practice on Monday now.
Fellas were buzzing after that one.
Oh yeah, I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, but the next one is what's key fundamental that you still emphasize in training to this day?
The easy answer would be 1% better every day, but I got to think about that one. What I always try to do. I keep in the gym. I always look back at what made me successful and when I was feeling the best on the ice. And I just remember what I did when I was younger and then changing in the off seasons to the same kind of concepts, a lot more speed, conditioning. I mean, during college, I wanted to be the one of the strongest guys on the team, so I lifted that way. And it made me strong but at the end of the day, it didn't really make me the player I wanted to be. Like I wasn't as fast, agile on the ice, and that's when I changed my training again, probably 2 years ago. I was like, okay, what made me successful? And the best on the ice. And I just look back to when I was like, yeah, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, switch back to then. And I think that's what made a big difference in for this season, especially. So it's always about learning and trying new things and trial and error, what makes you feel the best and what makes you feel the most confident going on the ice.
Yeah, exactly. Some things work, some things don't. Like whatever makes you feel good, like you got to go back to that and
Oh,
go from there.
oh, exactly. One program doesn't fit everybody. Everyone's a different
Exactly.
person. Their bodies are different. So it's a lot of trial and error, but
Yeah, exactly. Gotta love training and getting better every day and just going through the trial and error process.
exactly.
Next one is you won the Sens fan favorite. So what does it mean for you to play in Columbus? I
Yeah, I
know
was
we
grateful
touched
to
on
win
this a little bit.
that. Yeah, it means the absolute world to me. I mean, it's starting to feel like a home. I'm very grateful to be able to do what I do, and especially in a community like that where there's so much support. There's so many people in the community that care about you as a hockey player, but as a person as well. And when you're able to reciprocate, it's probably saying that wrong. When you're able to give the same energy back that they give you, it just makes it so rewarding, and it makes you want to do everything you can, everything in your power to give them a great on ice product, winning, and that's the goal. I mean, at the end of the day, we all want to win a championship, and I think we're making the steps into a direction where we can put ourselves into that situation.
Yeah, gotta love it. Gotta love it. The fan base in Columbus is unreal too. Like
Oh,
nothing,
it's awesome.
nothing's better than the Sens fan base.
Yeah.
Next one is who's your favorite European player on the team and why in Columbus?
It has to be a question from one of the Europeans. I love all those guys except, Bormanis kind of gets on my nerves a little bit, but I love that guy. Maybe I'll say Bormanis. We spent a lot of time together when we first came over from Slovakia, where we became pretty close knit. So he's a great friend of mine. But I mean, I love everybody on the team, so that's a tough question. But I definitely know it's probably him that asked that question. So I'll give you a shout out, Christers.
He did ask that.
Oh, I
Uh,
knew it.
the next one is from a buddy that I trained with back home, Colby Walters.
Oh,
Why
Colby.
Colby? Why does the vortex always prevail? I had to put this one on.
Oh, that one's awesome. No, yeah, that was the name of our college house back in Morrisville. So I lived with him and Ryan Glazer. So they both had stints in Indiana this season. And
Yeah, he's my
yeah.
favorite person to play with in rebound defense.
Oh yeah.
That
Oh yeah.
defensive play from Glazer.
Oh yeah. He's a good guy. He's always
Yeah,
funny.
yeah, but that's awesome. And then the last one is a great spot to end it. Are you in or are you out?
I'm 150% in right now.
Gotta love it. Always got to be in for Columbus for the Sens. Like not nothing better.
Oh, not at all. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Yeah, but I think that's a great place to wrap this episode up. So, Jonah, thank you again for coming on the show. I really appreciate your time and want to wish you the best of luck with Columbus next year or wherever you end up. And both either play with you or play against you
Oh,
this
I,
coming year.
I hope so. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on. It's been a long time coming, so I'm happy to be on today.